Hi guys, Kristen here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the SPAN strategy for reading. So what is the SPAN strategy? Well, very simply, SPAN is an acronym for Supporting Reading Comprehension. The SPAN acronym stands for S for Special Powers, P for Problem Solving, A for Alternative Viewpoints, W for What If, and N for Next. So when would you use SPAN in your classroom? How could you put it to work? The SPAN strategy encourages students to examine complex issues and further the thinking about the reading you are completing in class. So here's some examples of various situations in which you can put SPAN to work. Independent reflection, small group discussion, whole class problem solving, or assessment, probably a formative assessment. So how would you put SPAN to work in your classroom? Since I'm going to be a social studies teacher, we're going to use social studies examples for this demonstration. So S, special powers. So maybe we just stop learning about Abraham Lincoln, and I would say to the students, you yourself are President Abraham Lincoln and you have been given special powers. You use your special powers to stop slavery immediately and free all of the slaves without Congress approval. How will history be different because you chose to use your powers in this way? How would it be different? Have them think about someone who was born and raised in slavery and that's all they knew. What are the ramifications of doing that? Another example for P, problem solving. The United States decides not to enter World War II. What are the consequences of the actions of the U.S.? What would have happened if the United States did not enter World War II? How will Germany and Japan be conquered? Will the Holocaust continue to go on? There's a lot of different things that students could think through during this. Another example, A, with alternative viewpoints. You are a news reporter during the Immigration Act of 1924. Your assignment is to go out and interview immigrants who are affected by the Immigration Act. So you're going to go out and find out, what are the immigrants saying? Do they think that it's fair that they have to go before a judge and prove that they're able to speak English? What are other people that are affected by the Immigration Act saying to you as the reporter? A really fun exercise. W, what if? What if President Hoover had done more to help people during the Depression? How might people's lives have been changed? There's so many scenarios that students could come up with to think through what may have happened if the Great Depression were able to look a little bit different. N for next. You were just told that your high school will now have Black students and students of ethnicity. You are a white student who is to be in attendance at school with the new students tomorrow. Do you go? Why or why not? And that could be a really interesting question for students, because a lot of them, I think, initially might say, oh yeah, of course I would go, but then let's think through, okay, the National Guard is there, people are screaming at you, your friends don't want you to go, maybe even your parents don't want you to go. There's just so many different scenarios that could come along with it that's really going to help develop a student's thinking skill about the situation. So again, to wrap it up, the SPAN strategy, it's great for a full class. You could use it all together. You could use it as a writing prompt. You could use it in a group. You know, again, a writing prompt or some type of individual work, or maybe a bell ringer or an exit slip. You could use it for formative assessment as well. You could direct your question in where maybe they had to include material from something that you already taught in addition to thinking it through in a different way. You could even use it as an anchor activity or an extension activity, maybe for tag students. Maybe they need to include some primary sources in their thinking. But overall, it helps students think through complex issues and extend their thinking about reading topics. So I hope that you're able to use the SPAN strategy at some point in your classroom, in your content area, and thanks for listening.